So great to have you along with us. We're taking a look at our national forecast because school is on the way, and that is 100% guaranteed. Well, Harvey, can you believe we're still talking about the energy from Harvey's tracking off the coast of Newfoundland? We're in the clear for your Tuesday. The cold front tracking in here, well, that is currently creating quite active weather in through Ontario and Quebec, and it will start to be part of New Brunswick's story to the north for Tuesday in through the PM, and then also mixing in with subtropical energy Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and lingering over top of the Maritimes, continually dropping a lot of moisture. And that means rain. That means get that new fall jacket out, because that high pressure system in the Atlantic Basin, that's what's doing all the work here. More moisture means you're going to need to pack the umbrella with the lunch kit for sure. And in through Monday in the overnight, we're seeing quite active weather in through Ontario. Let's take you outside to Windsor, because the winds were also a part of the story. Ahead of the cold front, we were seeing gusts around 50 kilometers per hour, quite widespread throughout Ontario, 70 kilometers per hour in some areas, Hamilton as well as Niagara getting into that. And you could get some showers into the morning if you're in central Ontario, afternoon hours for southern Ontario. Not a washout by any means for the start of your school year, but you might want to pack the rain jacket anyways, and even an extra layer, because look, well, behind the cold front, we are getting that northwesterly flow, which means the blue and the green returns to our temperature gradient. You'll see even more about that in through your local forecast. That's going to be a Tuesday to Friday story. Well, high pressure in through the prairies, battling it out with this trough that we're seeing in northwestern Ontario. That's going to continue to sink southern Ontario, getting those showers as well later. That meant gustier conditions for the prairies, Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Manitoba, you could still get those gusts in through the beginning of your week. And that high pressure is really in place for us in the prairies, which means higher temperatures could build in for southern parts of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and BC, keeping us dry in through the Kootenays and the Okanagan Valley. This is our precipitation forecast for the overnight Monday into Tuesday. Fires continuing to burn over 100 in through BC, and the province still in a state of emergency. Well, let's focus on the good, because in the next 7 days, we are going to see rain really return to the central and north coast, and we could even get it in through Williams Lake, the Caribou region, Kamloops, and look, Kelowna even has some green in through the city, and that means we are getting some rain. The only place we're really not seeing it where we need it is in through the Kootenays. Well, the BC pattern forming over top of the Aleutian Islands, this low pressure system and big trough moving in, which means that instability over the next 7 days is possible, and that's where we're seeing it. The central and north coast, it's good news. For Irma down to the south, tracking towards the Caribbean, and the story continues to be part of our headlines as it is currently a Category 4. Well, Amanda Weldon along with you to talk through your back to school forecast, and I'm happy to be a part of it with you. This is a look at Tuesday morning. Well, we are seeing the potential for some showers to move into the Atlantic provinces later into Tuesday, as well as Thursday will be the main story. New Brunswick gets it first, and we could see the back end of some showers that we were experiencing as a cold front passed by Ontario that could continue to be part of our story. Quebec as well. And look how beautiful it is in through the west. Well, it's clear anyways, and those temperatures will begin to rebound. Saskatoon sitting only at 9 in the morning though. Let's take you outside, because out of the cold front is where we saw the gustiest winds, and we were warm too. We had a southwest flow, and now behind that cold front, a northwest flow. And you know what that means, right? Well, cooler conditions. See all those showers too filling in throughout Tuesday. You might want to pack the umbrella and an extra sweater and rain jacket in through Ontario, below seasonal for Tuesday to Friday. You'll see that in your 7-day forecast in about a minute 35. Those daytime highs aren't going to really clutch any summer heat. Well, we are seeing a broad swath of rain blanketing southern and central Ontario, Quebec as well, getting into this 25 millimeters, definitely possible, but higher totals expected throughout Friday. Thursday, Friday will be our main story. High pressure off of the coast of the Atlantic, and that will continue to bring the total subtropical moisture pumped up And this is the remnants of Harvey. Yes, still talking about it, coming off the coast. And the second one, well, that's the active weather that brought for Quebec as well as Ontario, hitting the Maritimes in through the overnight for Tuesday. New Brunswick, you'll see it first. Well, taking you to the shores of BC now, we finally have a low pressure system. It's forming over the Aleutian Islands, tracking in with a trough. Central coast, north coast, getting into the main amount of rain for the next 7 days. And look, Kelowna, you might even get some rain. The Kootenays, no measurable precipitation though. For the prairies, similar story. This high pressure battling it out with that trough that continues to move. We saw some gusty conditions in through Monday, and it could continue as well for Tuesday for Manitoba particularly. And those temperatures will start to rebound. It was a chilly one for Manitoba. But let's take it to BC. Over 100 fires continuing to burn. And we're really hoping that that rain that's going to move in is going to help out a little bit. Well, our storm hunters take a closer look at the movie Twister. Well, our weather story continues, and it is a back to school forecast. I hope you have a good one. I hope you're excited for it. Well, let's take a look at some of our developing headlines. In through Ontario, it was mild in through Monday. But Tuesday and Friday, you're definitely going to need to pack the sweater with the lunch bag because it's going to get a little bit below seasonal. Into Atlantic Canada, you're going to be packing the umbrella. It's going to feel a little summery. Yes, we're going to have a warm southwesterly flow pumped up, high pressure system off the coast, but it will be a wet start to the week, starting in New Brunswick on Wednesday, widespread throughout the Maritimes for the rest of the week. And as well, the gusty winds will be in place as well. We could see some damaging winds, 100 kilometer per hour plus is a part of our weather stories. And moving to the prairies, we are also seeing strong gusts. Look at that blue filling in, 50 to 70 plus kilometer per hour. Winds is possible as we have a low pressure system combating a high pressure system. That's the result. And Irma continues to spin around, and we have seen this now come up to a Category 4 storm, and the track is becoming a little bit more clear. We will continue to track Irma as it moves across the basin towards the Caribbean, and that will be a part of our story. Well, have you ever seen the movie Twister? Have you ever wondered, could this happen? Watch.